Well then, let me just say first of all that I am really, really happy that I was able to finish this build. And I will tell you why. So, as you may already know by the title, this will be a Redstone tutorial on how to build this secret entrance that I have made by myself. This is my own design as far as I know, and I have not seen anyone else build one of these. So, the reason I'm really happy that I've finished this build is because I started building this before TU19 came out, or because we're on PlayStation it will be known as 1.3.6, I think. I started building this before that update, and then that update came out, and the pistons that I used in the build froze, and so I just gave up on building it until a bug fix came out. And that bug fix came out last Friday, I believe. So, I came back on this world just tonight, and I was able to finish it after a lot of troubleshooting, trial and error, problem solving, that sort of stuff. So yeah, welcome to the Redstone tutorial. So first of all, I'll just show you how it works. It has a button to open it and a button to close it. So to open, hit this button here, and this happens, and we could just walk through right here. And to close it, we can just hit this button, and it closes right up. So this is a little look at the redstone. It looks quite complicated, but it isn't really. It's just a lot of redstone trails going to different piston segments, and the button logic let me try and say that again. The button logic all really starts by going into this T flip-flop, and that T flip-flop has an output that sends redstone signals to every single piston in this, except for this one. This one is activated by the button to activate this redstone trail. And this design of secret entrance has been modified so that the only redstone you'll ever see when walking through is the pistons, which wasn't how I originally had it. I originally had it where you could see a repeater right here and a repeater right here, a repeater right here and a repeater right here, and the repeater right here would activate this piston when it was pushed up, and the repeater would activate this piston when it was pushed down. But I was able to what I did was I put a block there and the repeater behind it, so it would just power the block, which would in turn power the piston. So for this build, you will need a sandstone slab, sandstone stairs, sandstone block. These three will be like an optional choice. So you could have like quartz load out of these blocks, or maybe nether brick, or maybe even wooden. But for this build I'm going to be using sandstone. If you want to make it exactly like mine, then use sandstone. So also you'll need a block of something to use to build the redstone trails. I'll be using a block of iron. Red wool, this is what I'll be using to show where the buttons go. But you don't have to use red wool, you could put any block there, or you can just stick with one of your chosen building block to place behind the button. You'll of course need a button. You'll need redstone dust, redstone torch, some redstone repeaters, one block of redstone, and some sticky pistons. So to start off, we'll just get out the sandstone stairs block and these. This is all we'll need for now. we'll need the sandstone slab later. The sandstone slab only really has one use, and that is right here, where this is the floor of the tunnel, but we have it like this so the redstone just can still get around a bit easily, so I can make it the design more compact. So we're going to go ahead and build it right here, and to start off you want to decide where the door is going to be. So this is where the door is going to be, right here. Let me just build the frame for it. And this is where we'll be building our pistons around. And then, I'm going to have to keep referring to here because it's quite a complicated design. Then you want to place a stair, like 2 stairs like this, and then 2 more like that. And do the same on the other side, like this. And then you want to fill that in with sandstone blocks as high as you want here. I'm going to do it at least 3 high because that will hide all redstone on top here. As you can see, it hides these pistons, these repeaters and redstone dust, and also hides this bit here, but you would have to build it 1 block further along to completely hide that. So, but we're not going to do that for now, we're just going to stick with this. So we're going to take out these 2 middle blocks, put a button on them. So now we don't need this button or the red wall anymore for this build. And we also don't need the sandstone stairs anymore for this build. So we'll just get this back down. Another thing we will need actually is a sign, so you can put this one as the closing input. So close, and this one will be the opening input. Okay, so next thing we want to do is take the inputs from the button and just put them all into a T flip-flop, which we'll build in a minute. So the first thing you want to do is in front of this, no, behind this block, place a sticky piston like that and a block of redstone like that, I think. Yeah. And you want to place a block underneath the redstone block, and then you want to place a block diagonal like that, and you'll put redstone dust on that block, and this is where the input will start. So as you can see, when you press this button, that happens, and that's what we want to happen. So then after that, we'll bring the trail of redstone down to bedrock. Like, I want to make it exact, so nothing should go wrong. Like this, and then we can just turn it round like this. And I'll just make a bit more space here. Okay, so we're just gonna, oh yeah, before I forget, we'll put the redstone dust here. So we're gonna come to this, the opening input now, and here we want to do pretty much the same sort of thing. We just want to build another trail of redstone. So we go 1 here, then here, here, then like this. That's it, I believe. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Actually, it's like this in the original design. All we do now is place the redstone here, a redstone repeater there, and then we'll have redstone dust on the other side of that repeater, like that. So far we have this. So now we need to build the we need to continue the inputs going through to the T flip-flop. So the T flip-flop, I'm in the wrong area, the T flip-flop is going to be right here. So let's clear out some more space right around here. we'll clear out more later. And so we have these 2 blocks here, and we want to place one underneath this block, a redstone torch there, and then we'll put redstone just on top of this block, and we'll have redstone going into this block like that. So now if we just come along here, we should have, we can now have a trail of redstone going from this input to this block here. And what happens when this is when this is activated, it switches this off, this torch off, which unpowers this dust trail, which it enables this dust here, which turns on this torch, activates this redstone dust down here, which permanently locks this this torch until this input is activated, which will what that will do is turn this dust on, switch this off, switch that off, and keep that on. Okay, so we can get rid of this torch, and this will permanently be locked like that, but that's not what I want. So I just want to do that. Okay, so now all we have to do is just clear a bit more, actually a lot more space than this. And the next step for us to do is to just build where we want the pistons to be. So we need a piston, we need a sticky piston right about, actually no, first of all I'm going to need to build that upside down slabs of sandstone along here. Okay, then you want to go back 2 blocks from the stairs, and the first piston will be right there, and we need to take out these 2 blocks right here, and here we can put the sandstone stairs. So the next one we have to place, if we just place a block right there, we can then do that. Okay, and here something's gone wrong. Right, wait, no, I know what's gone wrong. I accidentally placed a sticky piston in front of that, which I wasn't supposed to do. Right, so we should now have something that looks like this, and in front of that piston we can just place a block, and right here we also need to place a block, and here. So all we have to do now is come back round here and go and underneath this piston right here. So as you can see, we have a sticky piston there, and this is where the stairs are. So right here we need to place 2 sticky pistons. No, sorry, we need to place 1 block higher actually, like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. So then what we do here, if we just clear out a bit more area, right. So all of the signals going to all the different pistons will be coming from this torch right here. So for example, this will be one right here, then there will be one that comes from the side of it here, and I think the other side as well. And also, before we forget, the other 2 pistons need to be placed above these 2 pistons. No, this piston and the piston and the sandstone block like that. So that's all the sticky pistons that need placing for now. Actually, we don't need this block of redstone either, or the sticky pistons now. Oh, that's fine. So this is all we need for the next part. So the next part is just taking signals from the redstone torch and putting them into every single repeater. So I'm just gonna probably need to get out an ender pearl here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build out where each redstone trail will need to be off camera, and then I'll show you where you need to build them just to save time. Okay guys, so I've laid out blocks for where the redstone trails for the lower pistons need to be. So I'll just show you where each block needs to be as I build the redstone. So we need to come to the T flip-flop again, and where this dust is, we bring it out by one, okay? And then you need an iron block, or, well, a block either side of it to put redstone on. And then here we need another block right here, and we'll put just on that, and this will be another trail that goes to the upper pistons, but so we'll just ignore that for now. So coming back over here, we need some redstone dust here, and as you can see, it's sort of going to be, well, this is going to be a redstone trail that goes over this one, so we need to build like an overhang sort of thing that goes up like that, and then we build 3 more along like that. Then here we need to place a redstone repeater on 1 tick delay, and now we need to sort of come up here. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So back here, there need to be a block on the side of the redstone torch, a block next to that, and then another 2 blocks next to that like this, so it makes an L shape. And those blocks have to have redstone on. This block needs to be there even though there's no redstone. That block is there to stop this redstone dust from interfering with that redstone dust right there. So where these 2 blocks are, you need to place another 2 blocks there. One will have another 1 tick delay repeater, and that will just have dust on it. Then we need to make your way to, oops, I did not want to do that. You need to make your way to the back of here, place 4 more redstone dust right here, and 2 4 tick delay repeaters, like this. So that's the whole bottom section done. So I'll be back when I have laid out the blocks for the top section. Okay guys, I'm back, and this will be the final part of the tutorial. So all you have to do now is come back to this redstone dust here, and this was the 2 block bit that came from the torch. So what you want to do after that is build 2 blocks along like this here, and then build a block here and a block there, and you want to place redstone dust on those 4 blocks, and then here you want to make another one of those L shapes, place dust on 3 of the blocks, and then place a 1 tick delay repeater there, and that will activate that piston there which had the stair. And also I've built the tunnel, so just so you know where that is, and I'm not going to show you how to make the tunnel because I think everyone will know how to make the tunnel. Right, so now what we have to do is build this spiral sort of staircase here, come up it with redstone dust, then here we have 3 iron blocks on top of the, no, 3 iron blocks here and 4 iron blocks here on top of the tunnel. So here we'll place redstone dust on 2 of them, and here on 3 of them. And in these spots we place 4 tick delay repeaters, and these blocks will send a signal to the piston. This one will send a signal to this piston, this one to that piston. So that is the end of the tutorial. All we have to do now is test it. So to close it, which is kind of what we have to do now, I think. No, we need to open it actually. No, sorry. delete these pistons here. Then get back the sticky piston. We need to place the piston down here. The sandstone stairs there. Then up here, another sticky piston and the sandstone block. Now we'll try open it first. Oh. Hang on. Ah. So we're gonna have to close it first, sorry. Because it was already open. So actually there's a little mistake that's here. This isn't sorry, I forgot to put redstone just there. Okay, so now we can just put that back. But why isn't that piston there extending? Glitch? That glitch? Oh. Right, let me just check that out. See why that's not working. Oh. Did I have it going into the wrong thing? No. Oh, yeah, I had it going into the wrong piston. Okay, right, so what we have to do here is just delete that bit. And this is the piston right here, so if we just build it like this, we'll just do that. Okay, so that should fix that problem. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's try opening it. Perfect. So that's going to be the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. If you like this tutorial, then leave comments in the comment section below suggesting other tutorials for me to do, or even another video for me to do. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.